coming into your YouTube airwaves. I'm Vaughn, the Statman, and welcome to the Stat Room. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Vaughn the Statman. You can follow me on Twitter at VonnTheStatman. And guys, check out my website, VonnTheStatman.com. All right, guys, so it's Friday. Let's finish this week off strong. So, guys, I'm going to break down this quick slate. It's like 6 or 7 games in this slate. So without wasting any more of you guys' time, let's get into it. So before I begin this video, guys, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel and also leave a comment, guys. Thank you. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so before I break down this slate, I wanted to put this on the screen real quick, guys. This is my line that I ran yesterday. Look at what it did in GPP. I didn't even double my money, a 340. But in my 10-man contest, I took first place. So I just wanted to show you guys how hard it is to win a GPP. So with that being said, let's break down the slate. All right, guys, so as I showed you guys with the GPP, I wanted you to see how hard it is to win a GPP. A 340 didn't even double my money. I know most of you watching this video probably haven't done a 340 in quite some time because it's difficult to get a 300. That's why I wanted you to have a visual memory to see that it's easier in the 10-man contest. In my 10-man contest, the next closest person to me was at a 295. I won by 50 points because it's hard to do it. All right, guys, so let's go break the 7-game slate down, guys. So let's go look at each game. I like to break down each game. All right, Philly at Orlando. I like this game. A lot of people will go with Embiid. He's 12-4. Even if he gets you 60,000, that doesn't help. You're going to have guys that can get that number. That'll probably be 10,000. So we don't need to play Embiid. I do like Bonchero. Has a tougher matchup. I do really like Tobias Harris, but I can't reach him at 8 because he needs to get 40. He can get 40, but I believe we can get 40 from players that are less expensive. San Antonio at Charlotte. I love this game. This is a game of two teams that are still trying to find their way. They're young teams. Charlotte has been getting beat pretty bad, but San Antonio will be without Wembanyama. So I believe that this is an evenly matched game. This is a game that I want a lot of exposure to. Next, Denver at Boston. Another game that I absolutely like, but the players are so expensive. Tatum is 10, Brown is 8.8, Porzingis is 8-something. They're just too expensive. I do love Boston in this game. I like Denver. I would probably take a chance on Murray because he's, under 8. He's on the road. Do like that. This is going to be a highly contested game. So if I was picking anybody, I would pick Murray and Pope. Next, Atlanta at Miami. Miami got embarrassed by Toronto. Don't think Atlanta's coming into Miami going to embarrass them. And Trae Young might not play. So if Trae Young don't play, that means Murray would be someone that I like, even when Trae Young plays. Murray does well against Miami. I do like Bam Adebayo. Jimmy, I don't know if Jimmy gets up for Atlanta. Jimmy typically gets up for the bigger games. So if Jimmy got up for Atlanta, he'll put up 60 points on him because he's just that phenomenal of a talent. And other than that, I do like Bogdanovich from Atlanta. Okay, Phoenix, New Orleans. I love stacking point guards against Phoenix. And since Durant came back, they're kind of an evenly balanced team. But if I was going to play anybody from Phoenix, it would probably be Booker. And from New Orleans, I would play the center. I like Valanciunas, but I don't really want a lot of exposure to this game because, again, these players in this game is expensive. Indiana, Portland is going to be another game where Indiana played last night. Halliburton might come back today. It's going to be an interesting game. Portland, they actually do better at home than they do on the road. And with Indiana playing an emotional game, they're not going to have that same emotion. Sports is an emotional-based game. If you watch any team, when they have an emotional win or an emotional loss, they typically have a letdown, especially an emotional win. The next game, you're playing a team that's not as good as your team, you're not going to have that same fire. So I don't know if Indiana will have that fire, but since they shoot the ball fast, they still will probably score 125 points. I think Portland puts up at least 115. I think this is going to be very high scoring. I would think maybe 235, 240. So I like that game. Brooklyn at the Lakers. Brooklyn doesn't really have the size to match LeBron and AD. And it's a couple other guys in this game that I like. So that's it, guys. So let's get right into it. All right, so Halliburton, game time decision. Young's a game time decision. You got Ball against San Antonio. I think Ball puts up 50 points today, but I think that we can get that number at a cheaper price. So, guys, I'm going to give you Mary. Now, guys, I'm only giving you Mary if Trae Young is out. If Trae Young plays, don't run Mary. All right, so at the shooting guard position, guys, you got Booker, who I do love Booker. I do love Brown, but I think you can get these numbers matched. From a lower tier guy, you got Hero. I think Hero is too expensive. I think Hero should be like 7-8. I do like McCollum against Portland, but I think he's overpriced. I'm giving you Simon. This is a game where Simon could get 50, guys, because he's not going to be contested. Indiana pretty much lets you shoot. They just put a hand up. They don't really contest all that well, and they want you to shoot, and if you make it, fine. They get out on the break on make or miss. They want you to shoot, and they're going to shoot within the first 10 seconds. It's going to be a lot of possessions, so Simon will have the opportunity to shoot at least 15 to 20 times. At the small forward position, guys, Tatum again. He's 10-3. He needs to get you 55. Tatum typically comes in around 38 to 42. Let's just take a look at him. We can see for ourselves. Look, 31, 49, 48, 11. I couldn't take that chance because you're gambling that, okay, today he'll get, and Denver plays good D, so I wouldn't be interested in him. Same with Durant. Let's look at Durant's numbers. The same. He 38, 33. So these guys that are so high, they're priced like that because of their name, not off of production. Boncharo is a safer pick than all of them. Look at Boncharo. He put up 44, 29, 46, 39, 32, 63, 64. So if you're going to play anybody, you play Boncharo. He's the $9,000 guy that could possibly get you that number. Like, again, I said Butler. I don't believe he gets up for Atlanta, but then again, you never know. It's the NBA. His shots could be falling. He plays defense. Butler's going to get a steal and a block. He's going to get 5 assists. Like, if you look at Butler, he impacts every stat category. Look, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He had 2 steals. The game before that, 31 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. He just impacts every stat category. You got Ingram, you got Harris, you got Johnson. But I'm going to give you Bridges. I think Bridges, this is going to be the breakout game. He hasn't had a 40-point game since Ball came back. But if Ball just keeps shooting, then they're not going to win. Ball needs to come down and get these guys involved. I think this is the game where Ball's going to say, you know what, this is my 4th game back. Let me be a facilitator of the ball. Let me play more like a Tyrese Halliburton. Let me play more like him and get everybody involved. And I think Bridges is going to have a big game, maybe even a 50-burger. At the power forward, guys, I'm going to save you some money. I'm going to go right to the Laker game. This is just a play to save money who I believe can get us 25. I'm giving you Taurean Prince. I think this is a game where Prince could actually get 25 or more. I think his shot's going to fall today. Brooklyn doesn't play defense, so definitely want to play Prince. Now, last but not least, the boomstick. Play of the night is none other than Bam Adebayo. Bam and the Miami Heat were embarrassed in that game against Toronto. Don't expect Bam to give you anything less than 45 fantasy points, but we're hoping that he gets us the 50-burger, which I believe is doable against Atlanta. So that's it, guys. You got Adebayo, you got Prince, you got Bridges, you got Simons, and you got Mary, and you have $5,700 to complete the rest of your lineup. Remember, if Mary is playing the point guard, meaning if Trae Young is out, you play Murray. But if Trae Young doesn't play, you sub him out. And if he does play, I'm going to try to get back to the video, but if not, then find someone else to play instead of him. So that's it, guys. So, guys, I'm on to break down the rest of the slate. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. So, good hunting on DFS today. Love you guys. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe and like the video and also leave a comment. Thank you guys again. Love you guys.